A lot of us think that's talent. So I think talent is a very subjective term. I'm an entrepreneur. I couldn't find a job, so I turned an entrepreneur. Mr. Jayapuri, I've known about you for 26 years. Let the cat out of the bag. I went to textile school. I got through in BITS Pilani, but I was getting a dual mechanical. And then the college that I went to is more known for textile. You would have employed at least 500 of my friends. I went to TIT Pilani. So I did my engineering from there, and then I went to a business school. I went to India when the quality control was really bad. And from the first batch, people like me got into the quality control was bad. So, I've been to a B school, and my problem with B school and educational institutions is they don't practice what they preach. You know, if you go towards Agra, if you go towards, UP, you travel on the highway, you'll see lots of B schools and educational institutions, because unlike Jaipuria Institute of Management, most of the B schools are a real estate play. And real education is not about real estate. And I've known about your group for a while, and I know about the philanthropic activities that your group takes. So I know education in your case is an endeavor to change the lives of people. Yes, it needs to be self-sustainable, like every enterprise. Because if the enterprise is not sustainable, then you cannot flow back and make a larger difference. So what I'm going to talk to you about is my journey of I've been in corporate India for the last 20 years. And I want to tell you a small story. I grew up in a small town called Gurgaon. I grew up in Old Gurgaon. Anybody from Old Gurgaon? Old Gurgaon, not the new Gurgaon. Near MBI. Anybody from there? So I grew up around that. And my father was the principal of the government college. He studied at BITS Pilani, but he chose to be a professor of chemistry. Like all people growing at my time, there was only limited admission. You go to an engineering school. The joke in India is, first you go to an engineering school, then you decide what you want to do in life. Right? So I also went to an engineering school, and I remember I have an older sister, she's about 4.5 years older than me, much more intelligent than me. And my parents said to me when I was in class 12, that if you go to engineering, then you don't have to study. Your life is set, then you can just study till engineering. And I took that kind of seriously. So once I was in engineering, just for the record, in the third year I had 39 compartments. So I know more about textiles because I spent 10 textile classes. So I know about sizing. Right? I had a bet with one of my batchmates and I asked the textile professor about a question on sizing, so I remember that was in 92. But, so I went to an engineering school, I did BTech Computer Sciences, and then I got through to MBI, and because I'd done BTech Computer Sciences and I did an MBA, I was all set to join an estate company called Basket, Ashok Desai company. And one of my engineering school juniors introduced me to his brother-in-law, who was setting up a company called Colliers Jari. I went and met the Australian, very charismatic individual. His name was David Fowler. And he told me that he was setting up Colliers in India. So he told me what it does, and he bought me some few beers, free beers, and he was very, very charming. And I came back home and I told my dad that I'm not going to join Bastet, which is a real estate company. I'm going to join this company called Colliers Jari. My dad asked me, what does it do? I told him it does real estate consulting, it does broking, it does research. My dad understood the broking part. So he said to me in Indian, I'm good in gold medalist, he was on a full scholarship to it. And he said to me, इतना पढ़ना, अगर दलाली करनी तो इतना पढ़ने लिखने की क्या जरूरत है? So the reason I'm trying to narrate this story is because when I grew up, the mindset was very different than the mindset today. So all of us in some way are lucky. I have benefited from it, but I think for the generation inside this home, there is a better world. I know I was at a similar event where Justice Kaju was speaking, and I don't know if it's a problem with retired judges or what, but they're so cynical about the world. They're so cynical. I'm very optimistic about the world. I believe that our best time is yet to come. And if India has to be a $10 trillion economy in the next 20 years, we are a less than $2 trillion economy. And if we grow at the current rate of 7.2%, we'd only hit about $5.5 trillion economy. So if we want to be a $10 trillion economy, we need to create more entrepreneurs. and I'm going to talk to you about entrepreneurship. I normally don't make PowerPoint presentations. You know why I don't make PowerPoint presentations? Do you know why I don't make PowerPoint presentations? No, you don't. So the reason I don't make it is because I believe PowerPoint presentations are made by people who are neither PowerPoint